What is up, everybody? How's it going today? We're gonna be just oh, yeah, it probably helps if I turn the microphone on up a little bit. How's it going, everybody, today? We're gonna be chilling out today, do a little bit of Warframe, and we're gonna be going through the War Within little missions here, and chilling out with a couple friends in the Discord chat right now. So, yeah. They ran off Quake. What'd I miss?
And
What'd I miss?
Oh no,
he's
I'm
just asking me. True.
Yeah, I usually stick with Debian-based stuff usually.
Dude, I use Pop OS personally.
Same. I'm using that right now.
Yeah, that's what I do all of my gaming on, so I'm using 2204 just to be specific.
Let's see what I'm on. Yeah, I'm using 2204. Okay.
All right, let's see. Let's make a little toot on Mastodon here.
I don't know. I tried getting into Arch. Like I ran Arch Linux for like a month. Kind of didn't like it. Then I tried Manjaro, and I was like, oh, it's okay. Like I think I have Manjaro on my personal laptop, But...
See, the problem with Arch is you have to be willing to tell everyone that you use Arch if you're going to be using Arch. If you're not willing to start every sentence, you know, like there's not even like, hey, my name is. There's, oh, I'm an Arch user. By the way, my name is.
No, I was that guy. I'm not even gonna hold it to you. I was that person. I was an ass. I'm not even gonna hold it to you.
Then you could be a Gen 2 person. Just install Gen 2 like Richard Stallman.
I would rather die. I know a guy that did it, but he was like, don't you have to like compile everything? Like it's like there's a lot of compilations and shit like that. I'm like, that's a lot of time and effort.
Yeah.
Just to prove that I'm quote unquote better. I'm good.
So, are you also into like the old Doom games and Quake and stuff? Because I'm gonna be doing. I'm in the middle of like a Quake 4 Warframe kind of thing, and then once I finish the Quake 4 side of things, I was gonna start a whole Doom run through.
That is so. The thing about it is, that is honestly speaking before my time, as you know what's called. But
Doom originally came out in '93, and I came out in '91. Hey, what's up, Minority Gaming? How's it going? But still, like, I love the original Doom games still. Like, I grew up with those, and then, like, Doom 3, like, okay, like, the graphics stuff might be dated, but it's still fun to play with. It's still, like, a, you know, good game to have in terms of modern for, today's stuff. Oh, I should probably turn on the TikTok. Things I should have prepared before stream.
What was your, I guess, what were your thoughts on, since you're a Doom guy, what was your thoughts on like Doom 2016 that came out?
I love Doom 2016. It's probably so far one of my favorite Dooms to play. And it's also the game that literally has the most playtime out of all of my games in my Steam library.
I was thinking about getting into it. Because it seems like I like
Doom 2016 is amazing. If you love, you know, the whole Doom series and their gameplay, it's a really great, like, successor to, like, Doom 3. Is cybersecurity good to get in the government? Minority Gaming says. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are looking for cybersecurity positions left and right. I mean, it pays, and then at least if you get that clearance, possibly you can get better positions leaving into the private sector, so there's more opportunities now than when I was getting into it. What you're saying, Cyber?
Cyber?
You're Cyber Cloud?
Oh, God. I forget. Oh, okay. I never heard. Okay.
Gray Cloud. Sorry. Why was I thinking Cyber? That is a bad brain fart on my part. Sorry.
I was like, who's Cyber? I was like,
I was for some reason thinking Cyberpunk and, you know, early. I don't know. My brain went somewhere.
I was thinking, what's called? Should I get Doom or Doom Eternal?
Do Doom Eternal. I can't get into Doom Eternal. Like they're
I I heard the grappling hooks was I heard like the grappling hook there was pretty dope.
It feels like a weird. Okay, so if you've played the other Doom titles, it'll feel really weird, and you'll see why.
Okay, then let me start off with Doom 2016,
Yeah,
and
start out with
I'll
Doom 2016, or at least Doom 3, and then Doom 2016. You're not going to lose anything. Like, you get the whole great story, the backstory of basically how the demons come to hell and from hell and all that, and you're harnessing their energy. So it's still
okay.
a great story. And I mean, just for nostalgia's sake, I definitely recommend playing the original Doom series. You can buy the entire Doom series. Steam has sales every now and then. I think I bought my entire Doom series for like $30, and that includes Doom Eternal and everything. So,
Okay.
and that even had like Doom 64 for the Nintendo 64, and yeah, so it's yeah.
Okay. I'll take that recommendation. I might, if I got some time this weekend, I might load that shit up. Why not?
Yeah.
What was it? Well, wait, you were talking about something with cybersecurity earlier, weren't you? That's just a second ago.
Yeah, somebody was asking questions. Could you answer the question again? I got ads. Oh, I was saying cybersecurity is good in the government. Yeah, it's a great opportunity to go in because right now they have more options if you're going into the government for their cybersecurity roles than I was. And when you leave the government, you can actually get that classification, for what the classified, so you can get paid more money for things. So, sorry, I just had to check my dog. But it's definitely worth it if you can get the opportunity to do so. Not saying you have to, but some people want to go that route, and it's great for them.
I have my opinions on it, and of course I say that I'm not like you know very 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 knowledgeable on it, but I had friends that went into you know cyber. Okay,
Hey, Psycho
cybersecurity
Squirrel
to me is
playing Warframe. Sorry, go ahead, Gary.
cybersecurity to me is a very weird field, and I think the one
Well,
thing
you
that I
got red
find
team, you got blue team. You're gonna
blue
want to do
team
penetration testing. That's one of the
exactly.
things I'm finding an issue when I'm trying to go for jobs. Is I'm looking at these job descriptions. I'm like, do you want blue team or do you want red team?
Red
Because you can
team.
either get a good penetration tester or you can get a great firewall builder, but you're not gonna
Exactly.
really get both.
Both.
I'm the
Like,
firewall guy. Best 3D
yep.
printer for mechanical strength material. I like the Prusa Mark 3S because it's a workhorse. I print PETG, but it really depends on the application of what you're trying to do to 3D print with and stuff like that. So PETG is just my go-to. It's a nice all-arounder material because my printer works so easily with it, which is why I don't even bother with PLA. I can still get fine detailed prints with how dialed in my settings are. PLA is fine. It's strong, but it's brittle, so it can't withstand shock. PETG is better at shock. Then you got ASA, ABS, which everybody's familiar with. I mean, if you've touched anything plastic, you've pretty much touched ABS or ASA. So you're pretty familiar with the properties of that. And then, of course, you can do like polycarbonate, which is really strong. But, it's one of those you're going to have to play with it. And then you also have the perimeters and infill settings, too, for 3D printing. So there's a lot of things. Oh, yeah, I should probably make that toot.
I have what's called my opinions on cybersecurity. I think the one thing that at least from me, of course, I don't have a lot of what's called a lot of live experience in IT, but just from my general consensus, I didn't go into cybersecurity just because I felt as though it was too much work. I know it's kind of screwed
So
up.
here's what's funny I have to explain to people. When I was going into cybersecurity, we didn't have the luxury of calling it cybersecurity. We were
Yep.
just
Yep.
classified. We were the general all around IT guy. We were expected to do
Yep.
everything. This whole classification as, oh, do you want to go into cybersecurity? That's something that's still pretty recent in my career
Recent.
because it
Yep.
was literally you were just doing IT, or that. It's like, oh, what'd you do? Database. What did you do? Infrastructure. Oh, okay. Cybersecurity is like only recently come into its own. It used to kind of just be this fringe part of
Specialty.
everything.
Yep. I,
Do you use
I always
Octopi
tell
for your
people that
3D printers? Yes, I do.
I think that was called like a lot of people that I was growing up with, they wanted to go into like penetration testing. And in my, as they say again, I'm not what's all in my general consensus. personally speaking, I always tell them go into a normal IT role first because from what I've seen, at least pay wise, not saying like this is just from my general thought process. You know, a lot of people go into cybersecurity and they get kind of screwed
Hmm.
because of the hype. Right? A
Yeah,
lot of people want to go in, yeah.
cybersecurity is generally boring for a lot of the things because everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get in and I'm gonna attack this," or "Oh, I'm gonna get in and I'm gonna, do the, like this, or we're gonna stop these attacks."
Yep.
No, most of your day is checking logs and setting up
Logs. Yep.
workflows and making sure
Yep.
stupid people aren't doing stupid things. And is
Yep.
college good for cybersecurity? Okay, some
Oh
people
god.
are gonna hate me for this. No.
No, it's not.
It's
It's not.
not. Cybersecurity is something I would tell people you can't just go into. It's kind of one of those, I'm not trying to gatekeep, but it's better for you to actually start in a general IT, figure
Yep.
out the field as a whole, get your understanding of the different various concepts you want to go in, then figure out where you want to specialize from in IT. Do you want to go into cybersecurity at that point? Then you can, because then it'll be, okay, where do I want to specialize inside of cybersecurity? Do I want to specialize on the application side of it? Do I want to specialize on the infrastructure side of it? And then in each of those branches, which parts do I want to specialize in that?
Yep. Completely agree.
So it's one of those things. I'm gonna tell you honestly, the best thing you can do is I'm just beginning the quest itself, Jay. So the whole cutscene thing, um, but it's one of those like you kind of have to like be willing to go through all the punches and everything, and nobody's gonna really hire you out of college directly for cybersecurity. And if you do, you're gonna be such a low totem pole guy. It's not even gonna be fun. It's better off to start maybe. You can do the blue collar route. It's still very possible. My computer's not coming through.
I think, in my personal opinion, and what's called, I feel that going to like a knock, like network operations center and stuff like that, and then getting some what's called like getting a background like networking and stuff like that, or hell, like I mean, maybe I don't. As I say again, I never tried working at a SOC. Maybe you might have some like opinions working at a securities operations center. I don't know the hiring bar there because I was told never to go
Well,
there
you
on
can
a low key.
you can get into them and you can get analyst positions and stuff, but most of the time you want to get into a position that allows you the ability to touch other different fields, because then you run into the issue of they're going to silo you, and then when finally
Yep.
you come up for promotion, or you want to figure out what else you want to do, you're going to figure they've siloed you and had you run down this rabbit hole so far deep that you're going to be behind what the industry is looking for. So if you're going to be doing that, you better home lab and teach yourself like hell. College nowadays for
Well,
anything IT is a waste. On the job training is where it's at, pretty much.
yep, yep. I mean, if like I got my degree in computer science, and but while I was working, I was a Linux admin, and I can say this wholeheartedly: 99% of the shit I learned in college did not fucking wasn't make it into the real world at all. It was utter trash. Now I would say that it's good for like getting past like filters and shit, like like if when you're applying for jobs, it's good for getting past filters, like oh you have a college degree and stuff like that, because I think the one general consensus I came to understand early on is the fact that low key, you know HR is the one thing that's stopping you from getting those jobs. you know is they're the ones that's going to like fuck you over.
Yeah. Is
So I guess
cybersecurity
the
more
college degree.
coding or command line stuff? Actually, it's more psychological profiling than anything.
Yep.
To be honest, it's more pattern recognition and psychological profiling, and there's a lot of psychology that goes into it to understand user behaviors. Like, so most of my job is literally slapping the hands of people and saying, no, you don't do that in your workflow. Why don't we do it that way? You do it this way. So what I actually do a lot of is I do a lot of automations.
Oh, I forgot that you're in one of those higher level cybersecurity roles. Those what's other management roles.
I
Do you
do.
have your CISSP
Nope.
or something like that?
My last
No,
certification is
really.
Windows XP.
You don't hold up. I'm actually now intrigued. You don't have your CISSP, but you got into. I thought the hiring bar for those positions were like steep as hell. You need like
because I went the
PICT or
very, very rough route, and I'm second generation geek, so I'm very privileged in that aspect from my dad as well, because I was raised in this to the point that I actually come along with experience, and like when you look at my resume for my jobs, I have a DEF CON speaker as a reference. So, like, she's my former boss. And I even opened the door to two of my friends that also work here. Like, my friend who's a penetration tester, he's just turning 21 soon. I got his foot into the door when I had that short stint for a little while because we needed a penetration tester. And I'm like, I trust you. I know you got the skills. You just need the, you know, the little bullet point on your resume to show you got the experience. And I gave him that bullet point, and now he's going around and working for fintech companies and other stuff, and so ecstatic about it. Like, there are ways you can do it without getting the certs and everything, but it is also a lot of work. But you have to understand, like, I can actually come in and be like, yeah, I can show all this stuff. How? Well, I have this entire home lab that's done all of this. I've worked on GitHub with different Monero projects. Like, you know, you hear me about with, like, the Pinode XMR and things like that. Like, yeah, I actually do have GitHub commits and stuff that I actually can show. Yeah, I show system administration. Well, how can you show? Well, I basically helped show how this system was tested in this hardware config, and then it also worked in these, and I also gave advice on how to secure it further with fail-to-ban and other systems and how we can implement it further to improve better security. You know, and using different various networking, as well as like testing it in a VLAN environment, and you know, the caveats with that. So it's like there are ways you can show off things without doing it, but it's just like a coder. You have a portfolio of projects, and that's where a lot of the IT people are going in. They're like, oh, I got to go to college because the certificate's going to show me what I can actually do. And the honest truth is, the certificate at most is going to get you the interview, but it doesn't prove shit in the interview. It just says, okay, you did this. Now, while in college, what did you do? What was your portfolio while you're in college? So even though you just got the interview from the degree, they're still going to ultimately ask you, what do you want, you know, what did you do? Hey, Sugar, what's up? The best cert is really the one that is applicable to what you need for your job, really.
Your job, yep. You gotta check the mark. Honestly speaking, what I usually do is, you know, whether you go on LinkedIn or anything like that, kind of like look through job descriptions and just see, oh, this is needed for this one. This is like a preferred thing for this one, and try to see if you can kind of work your way through it. You know,
we may have an intrusion.
Another thing, if you are in college, and this I say again, this is just my general consensus. You know, you're already paying a shit ton of money for college, and this is one thing I used to
pay 1/10 the money to get all the certs you probably are gonna want.
Yes.
And here's the thing that a lot of people don't know. The cert study courses are free. The tests are what you pay for. So you can learn all the material for free. How do you think I learn most of my stuff? I just go, I ain't paying for the test.
It was here my coolest put you into the dream, tried to heal you, tried to give you the strength to tame the void within you. In a way.
All right, so we got to do this.
Where all Tenno were born.
Oh, I'm still in my freaking Nezha frame. I should have switched out of that, but anyway.
When the Zeramin was found adrift, the Orokin did everything they could to erase their mistakes. Transit recordings, personnel logs, everything was wiped.
So how long was it until they actually like added the whole like, oh, the whole Tenno thing? Because I heard there was that whole controversy where people were not happy.
No.
You mean how long till they added
the whole like
second dream quest?
Yeah.
A few years since the game's release.
I just saw the intruder moving fast. I think it's Teshin.
So basically, we're just running through a very empty room.
Looks like he's heading to a reservoir. Follow him.
Yeah, we're just following the waypoints.
Leave now.
I really need to like
this doesn't concern
really
you,
need to learn more
child.
about crypto. I'm not gonna hold it to you.
Don't call me that.
Cryptography or cryptocurrency?
Oh, crypto. Let me rephrase that. Cryptocurrency,
Okay.
because I am not a crypto guy.
Okay.
Let's calm down.
I gotta ask, because people mean different things when they say that in the server.
Yeah, no. I guess, I was on the crypto train probably was a year back. That's kind of like when I started getting not a year, a year and some change ago. I started getting into it and stuff like that.
What was that?
I did stuff with I was
The
on really the
Queens.
AVAX hype.
Ah,
Queens. The
yeah, I got on and off that train. Can you throw that ring thing on your back, or is it aesthetic? You can throw it.
This metal, but you're not. Not in the ways that matter here.
But I
Behind
think
this,
I saw
you're
it
still
now. The
just a
market is
child.
so down. It's so low, and I'm
Stop
not even gonna lie. I
saying
think the
that.
shit with FTX kind of just.
Follow me
I don't know
again,
if it. I'm
Tenno,
trying to see if it
and you
killed it
will
though. If it
answer
killed
to my
all the what's
sword.
called like, I wouldn't say hype, but it killed practically newer people coming in. It just seems that a lot of people are getting consensus that it's a scam.
I
So I kind
thought
of
the
want your
Queens
thoughts
were
on it.
just an invention of Grenier Command.
What I am 3D printing is an Xbox controller stand, and I think I printed the wrong one, so I'm gonna have to cancel that actually in a sec.
Not with Spectre's masking him, but Tenno.
Because it is an Xbox controller stand, but it's not the wall-mounted one I'm supposed to make, because I'm making one so I can wall-mount the controllers on my,
Cannon cannot do.
Xbox.
I'll take out his specter so you can track him.
Or for the, frickin' what you call it? Gaming, Steam controller, all that. Are 3D printers worth it? Okay, so this is where I'm gonna say it's gonna be a personal question of, does it matter to you? Are you a person that likes to tinker? Do you like to DIY and, learn? And if things break, are you willing to fix it? If so, yeah, totally, worth it. How the hell am I still on my heck? Oh, right. I was trying to kill the frickin' what you call it? Node things?
Junction sector.
That thing. Yeah.
How much was your 3D printer?
So the Prussias are admittedly a little bit more expensive. They're about $800 as a kit, and then you gotta assemble them yourself. And then mine got probably a couple $100 of mods into them each, as well as, what do you call it? The enclosure cost me a couple $100 too.
About $1,000.
Yeah, $1,000, $1,200. Now, I'm not saying you need to upgrade the 3D printer or anything. That's just because, okay, admittedly, if you get into 3D printing, you're just kind of going to be like, eventually, like, I want to make my 3D printer better. And that's kind of just what happens.
I say low-key addiction. It's kind of not really addiction, but it's kind of like a,
But-
you get into it and you want to keep
Yeah.
updating. Okay.
Yeah. It's just like most things in tech. You start out and you're like, can I make this better? How do I make this work better? Yeah, so basically, yeah, we're playing Warframe. You learn through osmosis, basically. I don't 99% of what you guys are saying, but man, I'm really intrigued in tech industry. Yeah, if you want, I think you can hear all the conversation over on, Twitch a lot better than you can over here. I need to cancel that 3D print. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second, and we'll be right back. I gotta cancel that 3D print, restart it, and then we can continue on the next Warframe quest. That was a moron. This is why you check your 3D prints before you actually do your 3D printing.
One second.
Come on, do your thing, do your thing. God, that bed's hot. Hot, hot, hot bed, hot. Ah! Okay. Now, let's try this again. Okay. Man, I tinkered with a little beta test of the GUI, and it keeps freezing every second or so. Okay, so this is what I was actually trying to make. This is going to be a wall mount for the 3D print, for the Xbox controller. So, let's,
Is that cat?
Oh, no, this is a slicer program. So this is after you do CAD. This is just to get it lined up for the 3D printer.
Ah.
So you import the STL or 3MF from there. So I can tell it's going to take about 6 hours or so. Favorite car, dream car. I honestly would like a Toyota 4Runner, a Land Cruiser if I can swing it though, but those are hard to find. And then I would love a, oh wait, it's right there, Xbox headset controller wall mount. And then I would love a Nissan Skyline GTR.
Yes.
All right, let me get my Octoprint up here. Hold on 1 second, I gotta log into it. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the neon on.
Teshin is trying to mask his location from us, but I have pinpointed a suspicious...
Okay, so let's... Yeah, that's what I thought. It was the wrong one. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we gotta track Teshin over wherever on this. Came here from your Walkman video anyways. How's it hanging? And subscribe to both TikTok and YouTube. Appreciate you. I'm also streaming right now over on Twitch for anyone that's interested. I do gaming on Linux mostly over there, but we are going to be doing more tech videos and stuff. And when I get around to it, I have this little Rock Pro 64 that I'm going to be setting up for a little Docker server. And then I have a little Arduino kit coming, which probably going to do some learning live. That'll be fun. Never really played properly with the Arduino. I mean, I've always meant to, but I don't know.
All my scans
Feel
for
that.
Teshin
I think
converged on this
I would
location.
I've only ever messed with Raspberry
Why
Pi.
hasn't he reached out to us?
So
If you
Raspberry
think-
Pis are great if you want to do like the tinkering with a small computer, but if you want to like actually run little electronics and stuff, the Arduino is definitely a better approach for that. Hey, thank you for the following.
Understood.
wouldn't you need to know like C just to tinker around with it?
I think it's basic and stuff. I'll figure out. Thank you for the follow, Mark D. Apple 89. Thank you for that. Yeah, I got a little receipt printer. I figured out how to program to Twitch.
Ah.
Look, I am so ADHD that sometimes I zone out to like remembering like this. I just went on another mission and I forgot to switch my armor out. See, that's how ADHD I am. Yeah, my sidearm ain't shit either. I'm just not used to playing with shotguns in this game. What's that? What's what? Speaking of Linux, did the Steam box with Linux OP died? No. Steam box has basically become, I mean, there are Steam boxes, but you basically got the Steam Deck is carrying that on. I mean, you can still install Steam OS on computers, but I still think Pop OS is the better Linux gaming desktop experience. I mean, there are a couple other competitors and stuff. I haven't tried them all myself, but there's a few.
Another one of his specters.
I've tried a good bit of distros. I tried Debian, Ubuntu, Arch, what's called Manjaro, and Rel. And I gotta say, Pop! OS is just so seamless. I've had the least amount of problems with Pop! OS.
The orange thing. Oh, the orange thing. That is a Rock Pro 64. That is a miniature computer with 6 CPUs, I think. 4. Is there 2 high performance and 4 low performance, or vice versa? One of the two. 4 gigs of RAM, and then it also has an SD card with not SD card, and PCIe to NVMe adapter, so it has it supports my SSD. I had it do a Monero node, but now I got 2 of them because I was testing it for a while, and now it's like out of like. It's a pretty stable device now.
Like, I got a question for you. Isn't
Yeah.
Monero that cryptocurrency that's not like low key, not trackable, or something like that? Like, my friend geeks out about it, but I just kind of wondered what was the hype about Monero.
Oh, it's extremely private and secure. Like, do you know who the top 10 wallets are that hold Monero?
When I've decrypted this Spectre's control signature.
No.
Neither do I.
Oh, well.
That's the point. Like, okay, so if I go onto Bitcoin, for example, I can look on the blockchain and I can see every single wallet holder. Maybe not, you know, it's saying it's John Smith or Timmy Applegate or, you know, Steve Wozniak, you know, or that. But I know who owns what Bitcoin and how much of that. And then I could actually take a little bit of information and then figure out, oh, these wallets are actually, you know, actually held by these people if they have enough information given away. Monero, not the same. With Monero, I actually have to give you the transaction hash or a few pieces of information that are key in order for you to actually know who, like, that actual transaction. Okay, so you can see the transaction happened, but you can't see how much happened and who went to what and where. That makes sense? Because every time you make a transaction, it's using the Dandelion++ protocol, so it's actually distributing it over dozens of different. I think it's like distributing it over like, I forget how many clones it is, but they're cloning connection over 8 times, so it actually is distributed over 8 different ways. That's part of the Dandelion++. That's before you bolt on any additional networking, you know, like VPN, Tor, things like that. So it's a truly fungible cryptocurrency, whereas like you have the opposite being non-fungible tokens, which is like literally it's this unique thing that only, you know, ties to this, and cryptographically it's only this thing. With Monero, it's completely fungible, that one Monero can be exchangeable completely for another Monero, and you can't tell the difference. Whereas Bitcoin is semi-fungible. It makes sense?
Barely.
It's a very, very private crypto, basically.
Like, I know the general consensus of like the basic lessons of crypto, like with ledgers and stuff like that, but you know.
Monero is basically building upon what Bitcoin initially set out to do. It's not that Bitcoin, you know, did it wrong. It's that what Monero... If you actually read, like, Satoshi Nakamoto's, like, papers and stuff, the guy that actually wrote Bitcoin and stuff, he actually predicted eventually there would be something like Monero that would supersede it. They just didn't cryptographically know at the time how to do this. And remember, Bitcoin was this whole giant project. Nobody ever thought it'd be this amazing, you know, thing. Like, that's what blows my mind with a lot of people is, this is a single-player mission. Fucking A.
Yeah, also, didn't you want to change your frame?
Yeah. Let's see. I want to do... Bring back my tank. No. Equip. Get my Karak. And... Yeah, the ship decor is looking pretty good. But yeah, like... The Monero basically just is built more for privacy. The security is, like, also better there, too. But the emphasis is on privacy.
Is it a big thing? Was this mirror? I guess I guess my knowledge on it is
Something is
very bad.
hiding
But
in this
is it what's up?
asteroid
Are there a
field,
lot of
but
D
before
apps
you can
connected to it? D
investigate, you need to
applications
No.
connected to it?
No. Monero is
Oh.
just another coin. It's just a payment network in its own.
Well,
Oh,
outside this
okay. I guess I'm
corridor,
so
there
used to
are
what's called the
mist
Avalanche
scanners,
network, how there's a
severe
ton of like
radiation,
what's called web
proximity
applications
mines.
and stuff like that, or I guess D applications
So
and stuff. So
yes, Odis recommends
haven't had a lot of
staying
experience using
within
it.
No,
But,
like it's built for like apps and all that stuff, whereas
scanner is only able to scan one
this is just a payment. It's basically if you use Bitcoin, it's gonna do the same things as that.
touch you.
Oh,
You've been detected.
oh, okay.
let me retry that. Is crypto the future? It is part of the future. I don't. This is where I think a lot of people are like buying into the hype of things. Is crypto is not everything's going to be built on the blockchain like people say. I think you're going to see Web 3.0 where you're going to see crypto play a role in it, but it's not going to be building everything. That's where like everybody's like, oh, it's going to be building all these infrastructures and everything. Do you know what the reason where the Achilles heel is with a lot of the blockchain programs like Avalanche and stuff?
What is that?
outside this corridor.
Where are they being run from?
Scanners, severe radiation, proximity mines.
Who just partnered with Avalanche?
So yes, Odis recommends.
Amazon.
I don't know. Oh shit. Okay.
Operator, watch that transport ahead. The scanner is only
When was
able
this?
to scan one side at a time. You can use that to your advantage.
Wait, what? Oh, it can only scan one side at a time? Okay, I gotta redo that. But yeah, so the issue is that if you have Amazon being, where most of your nodes are going to be hosted, is it truly decentralized?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So that's why I'm saying that there's going to have to be, that's why Web 3.0 in the sense of like Activity Pub with, Mastodon, Pixel Fed, all these different, applications, things like that. That's where I think we're going to see be going. And I think crypto is going to be more tying into that as a payment infrastructure, possibly.
Are you certain this
So I got to figure out how they want you to do this mission because they really don't tell you.
You
Outside
hug
this
the little
corridor
ship
lie
to hide from the
scanners,
lasers.
severe
Oh.
radiation,
Really?
Proximity mines. Death beams. So yes, Odis recommends staying within the shipping corridor. Operator, watch that transport ahead. The scanner is only able to scan one side at a time. You can use that to your
I got a
advantage.
question about Mastodon.
Yeah. What about it?
What is so? What's called? I recently, as I say again, I don't go on what's on social media that much, but what is Mastodon? What is that? Like, I heard that's like
Mastodon
a
is
new Twitter.
basically a microblogging service. I mean, some people are comparing it to Twitter. I mean, it's Twitter-like, but it is its own thing. So the main thing is that it is decentralized, primarily using a protocol called ActivityPub, which allows all these little servers to connect to each other and see each other. So, like, for example, I have social.chiefgeek3d.com. That is my private Mastodon server. But I have it federate so that it can talk to all these other, things. Okay, good. I got that taken care of. So I can talk to all these other services. Not just Mastodon. I can also talk to Pixel Fed and Bookworm. And there's the whole, like, what we call Fediverse. They can talk to each other, basically using ActivityPub. There's also competing protocols like Diaspora and DFRN and, Zot. But nonetheless, ActivityPub is the biggest one, and they're trying to actually get it standardized as a W3C standard. So anyway, sorry, trying to get myself positioned. Tumblr is actually looking at adopting ActivityPub too. So essentially soon, from Tumblr, you'll be able to see Mastodon, Pixel Fed, Bookworm, and all these other things. But in the same breath, I'll also be able to possibly see Tumblr from my Mastodon.
Was a Tumblr still around? Holy shit.
Yeah. Tumblr is still around. They were just bought by Automatic a few years ago, which is the company behind WordPress. So they got serious backing. So
Okay.
if anybody's gonna make this happen, it's the guys behind WordPress.
You're through. Land at the checkpoint.
People still use WordPress anymore?
This checkpoint is
I mean,
the central
oh,
hub of
I don't
the
know. I guess with the
security
plugins and
matrix.
stuff like that.
Shut it down so orders can
Yeah.
fly
My vape.
in under
What are your recommendations for learning languages? I mean, are we talking about like parlez-vous français or, you know? But I don't really do much in the way of programming languages. That's one thing I do want to teach myself a little bit more. Mostly because I do system administration stuff. I was over
I'd say
for
honestly
TikTok.
Solo learn. Personally speaking.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, what I recommend as well. All right. I guess we
I
just
think
gotta
the
keep
best way
healing.
to learn is, I guess, build a project. If you more or less, if you're learning for a job, always recommend, personally speaking, learn JavaScript, HTML, and CSS, and just.
I should do a day in the life
find a
series.
project.
Yeah, day in the life series right now would be wakes up at 11, checks email, gets on ChatGPT, punches out a bunch of cover letters for 2 to 3 hours for different job applications on Dice, deals with LinkedIn to actually prove that I'm a real person, feeling like I'm Pinocchio saying, I'm a real boy. No, really, I had to go down to get an affidavit, after dealing with their Twitter support to get information to basically say, hey, yeah, I'm a real person, because they wouldn't accept my ID either. I don't know, it's weird. They're just being dicks. But everyone's on LinkedIn.
But we can't take any chances. Silence the remaining Vermeer.
How would someone start on that then? Get a Raspberry Pi, get a, Arduino, Raspberry Pi, Arduino, Rock Pro 64, I mean, they're kind of the same thing. Basically, you're going to want to learn to do some little projects to host things. Teach yourself some React or that. There's also, like, Code Academy, Khan Academy, there's some, few things. But yeah, there's, like, a few inexpensive kits I was seeing for Arduino, definitely. I bought one for, like, 70 bucks. From Inventor. I'll talk about it when I get it. It should actually be here tomorrow.
Are you seeing this?
It must. Queen's purpose.
Are those Fomorian engines?
Thoughts on real estate as an investment? Definitely a good idea.
It's always moving.
I mean, I have a house, and that's where most of my money is.
Analyze the intel you gathered before our next meeting.
Negative. I'm heading in for a closer look.
There is a lot of transference to store in this network. I recommend you approve this mission and leave the Tesha to reach out.
What's your take on new Twitter? I've been saying that for a while. Twitter's on a slow decline. Boarding the Kuva Fortress will restrict mission access. Commit? What does that mean?
It means you'll be locked into this quest even if you log out and back in.
So, yes?
If you're good loadout, yeah.
Are
The
you
base
ready?
moves again. We'll lose this opportunity.
And now we play the game. What do you mean now we get to finally play the game? Kind of a weird place to land.
Massively fortified.
Kind of deceptive to my eyes.
I'm going to infiltrate the base.
Oh yeah, so
Lotus, are you receiving me?
Okay. The hell just hit me? Have you seen the new Velma series? So I've been seeing people meme on that shit, and to be honest, I am honestly like so tired of a lot of the new content shit. I've kind of just been chilling out, and I'm actually in the middle of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, of all things.
Damn, you're going back.
Let's go on the offensive.
Look, it's kind of like one of those things, like, I've given so many series a try, and, okay, I will give, you know, Wednesday, I'll give that a thumbs up. But most of the series as of late, it just feels like, nah, I'm good. Like, alright. Like, even that 90s show that's coming out, it just feels like I'm not that excited for it, because it's like, the whole That 70s show had a different magic, like, you know, you could tell. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Girl Meets World?
I haven't, but it feels like, I don't know. I just can't get into
Not
it.
that good.
Really?
I watched. I used to watch Boy Meets World.
And what sucks is when I heard about that, at first I'm like, oh my god, Corey, Topanga, and Eric will have the gang back. And then I was like, I saw like the little things leading up to it, and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because what I think a lot of people are forgetting is like, a lot of these shows, they're making it sure because they know we're nostalgic for it, but they forget, yeah, okay, you want to have all these kids watch it and all that, but why are the kids going to be watching it? Because their parents are.
Yep.
Like, they're going to be watching it with their parents because, well, their parents are watching it.
I don't think I've seen a successful. I wouldn't say. I guess it's not.
There hasn't been a single, no reboot. Like, okay, and there's just also some shows that when you rewatch them today, they do not. Yeah, like, okay, Scrubs is one of the few that I can actually say it really held up. Fresh Prince, you know, pretty much held up. But when you get to, like, there's certain jokes inside of Scrubs, like when he's calling JD, you know, female names and stuff like that, and there's a few other things. Okay, that wouldn't fly today, but you could see there would be minor adjustments. Whereas, like, How I Met Your Mother, I watched that a few episodes in, and I'm like, yeah, no.
Wait, actually, now I need to think. What are your complaints about How I Met Your Mother? Because
okay, and let me say this. I'm saying this as somebody that loved How I Met Your Mother. I think, you know, for the time, it was great. But now when you watch it today, through today's optics, no.
Yeah.
Like, there's just, like, so much wrong with Barney. Now, of course, part of the humor was Barney was Neil Patrick Harris, an openly gay man. But, you know, that's about, you know, where it kind of stopped. And unless you knew that about Neil, it would be extremely cringeworthy. And then, yeah, I liked How I Met Your Mother. And that's the problem. I liked it too, and then I went back to rewatching it, and I'm like, yeah, a lot of this is really, really just cringeworthy now.
What about Friends? I never liked
Friends. I've never cared for it. My cousin's gonna kill me because she's like such a huge like lover of Friends to the point she's got like so much paraphernalia. Yeah, the Friends t-shirts, the Friends, you know, cups, the Friends, you know, placemat, you know, the Friends DVD set. Like, Friends is one of those things I kind of never got into. I watched the entire series like over many days, spread apart because, well, there was nothing else to watch on Netflix at the time.
If you're looking for a good show, I found the Inside Jobs was pretty decent. I'm not even gonna lie. It's that new show that got canceled because of the Velma show.
Was that the one with the conspiracies and stuff?
Yeah. At first, I thought it was gonna be cringeworthy, but then I started fucking with it, and I was like, oh, I started.
I started watching it, and I found it just a little bit too stupid, and like, yeah, it was just
really. Fair
yeah.
enough. Fair enough.
Where the hell's the key? Oh. Where's an elevator key? Oh. You're pissing me off. Oh, there it is. Okay. Gotta get that. Damn it. There we go. See, now these maps are starting to get a little bit more complicated. Now I gotta do 3 things. I feel the same way about Seinfeld. Do you like South Park? Love South Park.
Never got into Seinfeld. Never did. Or I think everyone.
I love Seinfeld, actually. I do celebrate Festivus. Festivus for the rest of us.
Lotus? If you can hear me,
In fact, I need to get the aluminum pole.
I'm going to locate the source.
But you also gotta like Jerry Seinfeld's comedy, and it's very situational.
The Office.
Office, I could not really get into.
I can see that. It is. I don't know. I was never a big Office fan. The Office fan.
And let me put it this way also. I find it a red flag when I am dating when people are like, oh, I love The Office. And they're like, well, I want to be your Pam and can you be my Jim? Like, no. That is immediate swipe left material. I'm sorry.
This is a very weird show. Have you ever heard of the IT Crowd?
Yes, I love the IT Crowd.
I watched it. About 6 months ago. Watched a few episodes. It's pretty alright. I knew a guy I knew a long time ago. He used to boast and brave about it, but it was alright. It's British TV.
It's British TV, but also it's old school IT humor.
Turn it off and turn it back on again.
Yeah. That is really geared for my generation and X. So you have to have British humor and all that. They did try to make a US version of the IT Crowd, even with Joel McHale. It did not do well.
Really? They tried? Well, actually, I need to check that out.
I know this place.
Yeah, there's like, I think a pilot episode or maybe even a whole season out there somewhere. I didn't even bother really watching it. Basically, they redid like the British one mostly with some twists for the first season, like they did the Office, for UK, US.
You have ruined us both.
Okay.
They basically tried to do the whole like, oh, UK show, maybe it'll do okay or even better in the US. Like, I think the US version of The Office did better than the UK version of The Office, and eventually, after a certain point, the storylines actually split from when they originally started.
Well done.
Community. I love Community. Not gonna lie.
I love the Community. I love it. I just wish Chevy Chase wasn't such a douche behind the scenes, because then we could actually, have him more on the show. But like, you heard the shit that he was doing to antagonize people.
Not
No.
Dude's an actual racist. Like, he was literally dropping
Really?
N-bombs and things like that. And, like, yeah, go look it up. Like, the things that, what's his face? Danny Glover and,
Donald Glover?
Donald Glover and, Danny Glover, what the fuck? I was thinking Danny Trejo for some reason and Donald Glover at the same time. I don't know what my hell is my name, remember his names. But, yeah, Donald Glover and who was the one that played the he was antagonistic to what's her name, Cheryl on the show or that?
Teach them any manners.
There were like several, you know, yeah. But anyway, Chevy Chase was just apparently not a pleasant delight to work with.
Ordis? What is this?
Transfer and surge, operator. You're losing your Warframe connection.
Are you ready for the new episodes of South Park? Yeah, I still gotta watch last season's. I tend to like wait and forget about them, and then I kind of tend to binge them.
Nestled away in that mad Cephalon's crib. But you belong to me now. For you see.
I really think that honestly speaking, I feel like Family Guy should just die out.
Family Guy and The Simpsons are kind of running their course at this point, where they kind of need to go off into the sunset. It's getting to the point now The Simpsons have rewritten their own timeline 3 or 4 times.
Precious gifts.
Like, now they did a retro episode when Marge and Homer were in college in the 90s, and when we grew up, they were in the 70s.
Yep. I think, in my personal opinion, the problem with Family Guy, I believe the earlier seasons of Family Guy were awesome, but I hate how they dumbed down the characters in Family Guy.
Yeah, they really did dumb down the characters a hell of a lot.
Like, like Meg was just a teenager. She was going through problems and stuff. Like, fair enough. Like, normal teenage stuff. Chris was just like a quote unquote, just a maturing teenager. And then, I don't like that they made Peter too
stupid.
It's too stupid.
But also, there's no character building in the show. Like, it's a similar problem you have with that 70s show, is when you look at the show from when they start and they end, no one has improved. At least in Rick and Morty, you see there's some character building.
Exactly. You see Morty.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you see Morty maturing. You see him. Yes, he's supposed to be stupid, but you can legit see him getting better.
But they're also calling back to prior events, and you can see how they impact them going in the future.
Yeah.
But that's the issue with like Family Guy is, okay, I can turn on any Family Guy episode, and it's its own like universe. Very rarely do I have to worry about, oh, I'm missing this little piece of information. What happened before? Like, even if you like can like go into like certain shows, you can still like go watch them individually, but then see those like, oh, there's a bigger story here from a couple prior episodes.
What was that show that's popular about like puberty and like it's like about middle school purity and stuff like that. It's a cartoon show that's very popular.
What? Gone? Are you sure?
Loudmouth?
How will you come
Yes,
into Warframes if
Loudmouth. Honestly speaking, can't ever get into it. I tried the first episode, or I may have watched just one episode, and I was just like,
yeah. Big Mouth definitely has some character development, but the weird thing about Big Mouth that we have to understand is Big Mouth, it's about kids basically going through the changes and screwing, and it's kind of weird for us as adults to be thinking about that of kids that age.
I'm sorry to
I don't know
inconvenience
what
you.
you're talking about, man.
I'm going to
That
compress the
episode,
ship.
the pillow episode, my guy.
No, I'm talking like, it's funny to do that, but like I see people talking about this and I'm like, you do understand, like, it's still kids.
It's just weird to me. I feel icked when I watch it.
It can be a little bit weird in that regard.
Or maybe I looked at it, I was like, maybe I like, it makes me remember puberty, and that's why I'm like,
It's funny if you definitely remember puberty and all that, but there are some people I've seen that talk about the show, and they
Exterminate the non.
They take it to a weird level.
Like how?
Ex-operator. If
What the
you
fuck am I trying to do here?
console, I may be able to detach the landing craft before I
kill you.
Okay, why is it I can't do shit?
You gotta wait for the window where the vents aren't flowing.
No. Oh. So we'll try that again. I gotta wait till the vents are not blowing. See, this game doesn't really, like, do any, like, instruction.
Yeah, I don't know if you can, like, hold escape or space or enter or something to skip it.
No. God damn it, Warframe developers.
Great job, Ordis. Ship
So I guess I got a
More
quick
like
question
ship
that may
sailboat.
or may it's
When
not
the
even
operator
offensive, but
needed
it like
you
may
most,
make fun of your age a little
Enough.
bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really offensive. So
Operator?
do
My
you
stars!
how
Don't
was
do that to me.
MySpace?
I am sorry.
I know it's
do
like
not know
so
what
cringe worthy,
happened.
like
Please,
talk
command
about
me
it,
to
but like
self-destruct. Let me
do
start
you
it for
what's
you.
up?
Commencing self-destruct in 5,
What
4, 3,
I guess you grew up with MySpace
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that.
What's,
Do you was it a
what's with
or
the
I guess
music?
another question. I guess the question is
Isn't it great?
has
I
social
can lead you
media
through some breathing
changed
exercises.
Just turn
Oh, yeah.
made a lot of things
Get the
change from back when
transference
you were
power
growing up?
back on, okay?
Yeah, because, like, I'm grateful for the fact that my generation was one of the few that actually, like, was the last one to actually have an offline presence. Like, do you know how hard it is to explain to, like, even Gen Z? They're like, why do you want a music player? Like, they're like, I want to, when I mentioned I want to get either an iPod or a Sony Walkman. They're like, why don't you just, like, use your phone? And I'm like, I don't want a phone to play my music. Why not? I'm like, I don't want my phone to, you know, bother me when I'm playing music. Like, well, you can just turn on airplane mode. I'm like, I don't think you understand. I don't want my phone.
Oh,
You know, like, it's like having to explain to them, like, no, when we had to use our phone growing up, we literally had to go to our friend's house, and then, you know, there would be no phone, and then we'd just call our mom when we were at our friend's house, and we'd know the phone number.
No longer possess.
But MySpace was literally like, hey, I'm doing this. It was like literally like a bulletin board of I'm doing this. Hey, I'm going out to this party. People would actually use Facebook events to actually like meet up and plan things like high school parties, things like that. Yeah. But now, like, it's so weird. We had like Tila Tequila was maybe like the first like internet celebrity. Okay.
You will be purged.
Hold on, I'm trying to time this.
Exterminate the non-operator.
Okay, that side's fucked. But yeah, it's changed a lot because, we, you know, didn't have these issues going on with, a lot of the social media. It was a little bit more wholesome back then, where we just like generally were hanging out and chatting. You would get on AOL Instant Messenger. Not that, you know, you wouldn't have assholes on the internet, you know, bullshitting, but like also trolling when we grew up actually meant something. Cause like half of y'all that think that you're trolling me couldn't even handle me if I decided to turn my troll on just for 5 seconds. Like, y'all think that, like, oh, calling me bald and everything is gonna bother me? Bro, I will throw out the yo mama joke so bad your mama will be offended if you don't start defending her. And then you'll be like, don't do yo mama jokes, and then I'll switch to yo daddy jokes. You know, like, the other thing with social media is, like, it's gonna sound weird to say, and you maybe, like, hear that, but, like, we honestly kind of knew when there was a joke versus like when to genuinely be offended. But to be fair, there were also things we also slid that were offensive that we should have called out more. Like, people are genuinely afraid of doing proper comedy in comedy clubs and college campuses, which is a complete opposite of how I grew up, where kids would like to go. Comedians used to go to college campuses because you could be more liberal with your comedy. Now, it's the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's good and there's bad about it, but the honest truth is, I'm kind of worried about, like, your generation, because it seems like a lot of people don't know how to be offline, and then also, your online presence is so connected to your everyday life that I'm already seeing where people don't understand the actions of the consequences of their actions. Like, okay, my generation is the last one to honestly be blessed in saying that I can genuinely say I was stupid in high school. Don't listen to anything I said in high school. You find that shit, I will easily say, yeah, that's stupid. That, was me in high school. Totally different person. I was an idiot. I deserve my lickings for that. Gen Z, it's not that far from you guys that, like, you're already seeing, like, where it's like, well, she's 16 or he's 16. They should already know better when they're doing this. And you're already, like, before you're getting to college, you can't even be a kid, really. You can't have your stupid phase. Like, I have a shit ton of YouTube videos in private with my friends and I doing stupid shenanigans. Like, the things I can say is like, okay, when we were at parties, because, like, this is so long ago, at parties, they would get drunk and I would duct tape their feet together. And then it would be funny as shit to watch them get up in the morning and slam their face down. And I would have video of that. Like, those are videos I have, but, like, we also would keep those things private. Like, we have them and we'd share it amongst ourselves. And, like, there's little groups where I would, like, bring it up and be like, hey, you remember this? And they'll be like, you fucking still have that, you dick. And, it's like, we laugh about it, but those are also things I would never share publicly. Whereas now, and part of that was because the devices we recorded with didn't have internet access. So it was like, we're going to keep this to ourselves. Our parents don't need to see this. It's just going to be our funny memory forever. Whereas a lot of kids now, it's posted right to TikTok. It's posted right to YouTube, like right from your phone. And it's kind of scary because it feels like a lot of you genuinely can't have your, like, friend only moments. And if it's a friend only moments, it's a friends only on TikTok, and your other friends only can see it too. And it's weird. Hey, Emperor Smokes, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that raid, buddy. Hey, what's up?
As I thought, the heart.
But yeah, like, it's gonna be interesting seeing, how things go forward, because now we also have, what is it, Gen Alpha? Like,
Oh yeah.
my best friend is a mod here. We've got her 2 kids. It's interesting to see how her kids are gonna grow up through all of this, because now they literally have had a device since day one. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm of the mindset when I have kids one day, I genuinely do not want to have them on most electronics. I genuinely don't want them on social media until they're older. And it's not going to be like this, I got to monitor your social media. I know how shitty things can be. And if you're going to be on it, like, cool. Just make sure I always have access to it. Not that I'm going to be, like, keeping tabs on you, but it's like, if shit happens, I got to be able to get into your account to know where the fuck you are. Because, people are horrible.
I think the one thing that I was, blessed growing up with was the fact that I didn't have a lot of technology, and I wasn't allowed to get social media until I got older.
Got told to get off the bandwidth, so I understand that.
So, I think that was one of the key benefits. I never got hooked onto social media. I think that was a big thing since I didn't have it.
So,
I didn't have, yeah.
The funny thing is, like, with social media and me, I never, if you talk to Darko again, and Sugar, they know me, like, before I was actually even on social media. I never intended to be popular. I'm one of the people that is like, it accidentally happened, we're here, okay, let me teach y'all some things, And, what the hell am I supposed to do here? Just shoot that, I guess?
Shiny ice.
Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. But, yeah, like, I never intended to be popular on social media. I don't do things to be popular. I do them because, you know, I find it interesting. If y'all don't, that's cool. If you do, that's great. But yeah, like, there's a lot of people that also just want to get famous on social media, and I also got to ask those people why. I honestly like find being popular and stuff like that a pain in the butt. Cause like, let me put it this way. I go to Micro Center. Y'all know I go to Micro Center. Do you know how many times I've been bothered at Micro Center just looking for stuff? It doesn't happen that often.
She's lying.
But the several times it does, I'm always in a mood of I just want to get my shit and get out. And it's no offense to anybody.
She's lying.
But, what were you saying? Another weird issue is the massive lack of accountability people have these days. Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, fucking yes.
Okay, now what am I supposed to do? Just shoot the little groundhog dude?
No, you need... The floor is lava. You have to stay off the bones and go onto the rocks.
What rocks?
I think what's called the one thing that I wouldn't say kind of. I feel like most people are still on social media. I mean, or at least a good bit. I don't know the majority, but I think it's the concept of the fact that, you know, oh, I need to have this social media to keep in contact with people, or like to keep them, like, you know, keep them around and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that doesn't make sense to me either, because there's a lot of people that I tell them, like, you just need messaging apps. Like, tell your friends to get on Signal, and then you can just chat. You don't have to be on it. Like, well, what's wrong with Snapchat? And I'm like, because Snapchat isn't a good messaging app. You should learn to just have shit between yourself. Okay, where am I supposed to genuinely go? Over here?
I think, but also another thing is, like, you know, they say the fact that, oh, I'm gonna keep you're keeping track keep a track of them, or like, you know, keeping tabs on them and stuff like that, or like, you know, you want to like still be connected, but you know, a person that you add on a social media 3 years ago, you haven't talked to in like 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. I don't know. I guess that's my general concern. You're never really going to talk to them again. All you're doing is just.
Well, the reality is, the majority of people that are on my social media, I don't know most of them. You're gonna maybe, like, interact with at most and remember about 40 people in your life, or at any given time, to be, like, give or take. So you're not gonna remember everybody, and that's what's kind of sucky sometimes, is, like, I know some people, like, when I ran into them in Micro Center and stuff, they're, like, excited to meet me, and I'm just like, I'm just here to get some filament and get the hell out, and I got sushi. I gotta get, you know, like, I know you're like that. It's like, yeah, no, it's kind of weird, because then you have this whole, like, parasocial element where, like, people think they know you. Social media's just got its own weird problem things where anybody can be famous, and I gotta really question the sanity of a lot of people that want to be famous, because it really just seems like a hassle. Pseudo, I've seen you on TikTok, I know you. You've seen me in college, motherfucker! Well, gotta retry that. If I saw you anywhere in person, all I'd do is say hi, then go away, unless you want to start a convo. Like, honestly, I'm okay if you want to say hey or stuff. It's more like, there's been, like, this expectation from some people to
go above and beyond.
Yeah, go above and beyond, like, hey, can you help me with this thing or that? And I hate giving them a brush off of, hey, I am, you know, going to, and, like, tell them, like, hey, you should probably be on my Discord for that. I'm just here to do some errands. So It's like nothing against you. Or there was one time I was on a date. Okay? We're on a date, we're about waiting for our food. Hey, I know you from TikTok. Hey, how you going? Like, all that, and he was like starting to chat, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm on a first date, and I don't want to be known as like an influencer or like anything like that. Like, this girl literally didn't know I was on TikTok or anything. And not to...
so fucking weird.
It was weird, and then I had to do the explanation, and I don't like... When I go out and I date people, I don't like people knowing, like, I'm an influencer, things like that, because people have their own connotations. And to be honest, there's a lot of people, both men and women, I've experienced, that want to date you because you're popular, and they think by virtue of that, you can help them, or they can get something out of that. And I want to feel people out to see, are they really them? And I'm going to be honest. That's one of the hassles with being a bit more popular, is you don't know who's genuine and who's real. I mean, who's fake when you start, meeting them. And it sometimes takes you a little while to start getting that little sense. Especially the people that didn't know who they had to begin with. And then what's even worse is the people that do get popular and then forget the real ones that they had along the way. I'm antisocial. I hate being talkative with anyone in person ever. I can feel that.
Yep.
I don't know if it's really antisocial, it's just more introverted. Because I think people overuse the words like antisocial, narcissist, things like that. Because, like, the honest truth is, if you're, like, really antisocial, you get help. If you're introverted and you just don't like to talk to people, just say you're introverted and you don't like to talk to people.
Well, I guess that's key. What is your definition of introvert? Like, what's called, like... I feel like there's a mixed definition, because there are some people that are like, okay, you're just straight up introverted, like, you don't, what's called, like, you talk to some people and stuff like that. But then there are some people that are like, you're comfortable with a few people, but you're just not going out and doing shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or is that...
Antisocial is more, I don't care what the social convention is, I'm going to do whatever, and y'all can just deal with it. Introverted is, I just don't want to deal with other people. Antisocial is negative behavior. Antisocial is usually aligned with, like, people being destructive and, like, either physically or, emotionally. Like, it's a negative connotation. And that, because, like, the other issue you have, like, narcissist. Okay, not everyone is a narcissist, Becky. Yes, there are real narcissists, but maybe he's just a fucking toxic asshole. Okay, any tips for this, Jay?
Either go towards the big rock when it is directly behind it, or if it does go towards the beginning, wait till it's way back at the beginning.
Yeah, it's just going, it's like circling me, basically.
It's basically just wait till it's far away from you and then go towards the big rock in front of you. And hope.
Okay, so then I gotta go to that one over there. But yeah, like, I'm a pretty introverted dude. Before the pandemic, I was more talkative. Now it's just I hate people. Mostly because of just what I've seen people do after the pandemic. I just, I don't care what you feel about the whole, like, situation, but, people are assholes. Like, I almost got I actually had an attempted carjacking after I stocked my car filled with toilet paper. Not because I was being hoarding or anything. It was literally because I had a bunch of elderly people on my block and stuff, and it was, you know, happening with COVID, pandemic, all that. And I'm like, let me go out, let me go get the toilet paper and, you know, things that you actually need. And I got like a little list of like, you know, this person needs like a case, you know, for this many, they got this many people. So I did what I could. I swear to God, my car had an attempted carjacking where I actually drew my firearm in my driver's seat with my aunt as a passenger witnessing this. Colombian like stop style, basically, where it's like I'm at the stop sign or stop light, and then they come up in the lane next to me, but coming in at a diagonal to block me off. And when that happens, immediately I'm like, something's up. So immediately I look to my rearview mirror. I'm like, they're just the distraction at this point. I know this tactic. They're trying to get my attention, you know, wave me down, all that. And I'm looking in the rear view, and sure enough, I'm pulling my firearm up just in case. And I'm seeing a car come up, and it love taps my car just enough, because people don't know this, but an SUV, if you tap it just enough with the car low enough, it will jolt the engine and cut it off. So what they are planning to do at that point is jump you, get out the car, while you're distracted, come out the side. Problem is, I'm one of the bored motherfuckers that takes to advanced shooting courses. So I was like prepared for this little scenario that it was like, okay, I don't know what's gonna happen, but stay down. And I pull my firearm. They must have seen it before, like they got out of the car, because I had it already drawn up, because when it love tapped me, my arm went up, you know, because you jerked motion forward, and then you know, I have it there. Then immediately they sped off and went around. The other car is basically just kind of blocking me in, and call the police on the way and all that. So that was fun, and I'm pretty sure that was over toilet paper. That was like right when Ohio started their lockdown too. Yeah, so it was interesting. But like ever since that day, I'm kind of like, fuck all people, y'all suck. I was just coming here to help old people with toilet paper.
I gotta say, COVID honestly was probably one of the best times of my life. The lockdown period was probably one of the best times.
Oh yeah, it's at least helped me get bargaining power for a lot of my jobs and stuff, because now I can go to most jobs and say, so explain to me why you want to hire me and why you want me to come into the office still.
Yep. Well, even then, from what I've seen, a lot of remote jobs are declining. A lot of companies are trying to bring them back in. So a lot of people get back into the office. I think it's just due to like middle management bullshit.
The air.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to bring in the more senior people like that, because we have a higher amount of pull, and I'm finding that even with recruiters and everything, because I'm like able to command things. And not gonna lie, the social media that I built also has opened a few doors to jobs.
Watching us.
You have the connections. You have the power.
Well, it's kind of powerful when I can say, yeah, I actually deal with Lenovo and System 76, and I've got all these different connections, and I've got several companies that outright say they use my Ubico promotion codes and stuff to save themselves money.
Between two worlds, the world we know of blood and steel, and the world that watches and dreams, the void. Charge across the fold as you once did.
Okay, so now this is a lot easier now that I got this frickin' ability.
I got a question, Chief.
Yeah.
What is your home lab setup like? Because
Incredible.
A lot.
And I was kicking myself for not bringing.
What specifically do you want to know about the home lab?
I guess one of my biggest weaknesses.
Bro, you can't stream this well. I am. Sorry, go ahead.
One of my biggest weaknesses, I guess, was networking, because I never had the opportunity to buy I guess
So
before, but that's legit the limit to my ability.
that's why I got a secondhand PC that I had spare a long time ago. And then what I did was one second. Had to break through that. I just installed pfSense and 2 NICs on it, and I read the pfSense manual, and then I read through the forums and stuff over the few years. I've been using pfSense
Smoke.
and Sophos UTM back and forth close to a decade now.
Shimmers in the fitful light.
That's how I learned all of my firewall concept knowledge and all that. And then after that, you learn concepts. It basically can just apply to whatever system, you know, you want at that point.
Okay.
You know, it's just concepts.
Okay, because I would say my networking skills
This
are
is my family
okay.
now.
Like, I can debug shit if I really need to and stuff like that, but I never set up like an entire infrastructure by hand before.
So really, you can do it at the micro level if you get yourself a pfSense firewall. Like I said, get a secondhand computer and a couple NICs, you'll be fine. Make sure they're Intel powered because they'll work the best. And then get yourself a managed switch. It doesn't have to be Unify. I'm just a little bit of a bougie, snobbish bitch, so I have them, but to each their own. You can use TP-Link, Netgear. There are pros and cons, you know, different brands, all that, but essentially you want a managed switch, you can do the VLAN tags and stuff, and then you can do more or less a lot of the same stuff.
Another Teshin metaphor, right?
Okay.
God damn it. That freaking stalactite or stalagmite, what the fuck it was. Have you played with the Palo Alto firewall? I have not had the opportunity yet.
I remember Palo Alto came to when I was in college. They came and they gave us all a chance to take the free certificate. The shit got deprecated really.
Yep, the big companies love to go around corporate places to basically, you know, indoctrinate you early on into whatever their ways are. That's how like people become like so ingrained into Apple and Microsoft and Google Chromebooks is the big companies come in, they pay for like all the system to be built or, you know, implemented, and then the school just, you know, takes whatever is basically free. And then they're making the investment basically that this is going to pay off in 5 to 10 years when they're in the workspace and they're going to be demanding these tools when they're in management and such.
You see that?
Yeah, and that's why you also got to be careful with Microsoft because of their embrace, extend, extinguish mentality. Most of my experience is on Palo Alto and Cisco ASA, so you're more of a corporate boy. I got it. Nothing wrong with that, just saying.
Have you ever had a mess with Kubernetes before?
I want to play with it. Eventually I want to get a cluster board so I can actually put a few nodes together and I can start doing a Kubernetes cluster in the house, and I can figure out that at a smaller scale, because both Raspberry Pi and Pine 64 have ways to do a Kubernetes cluster.
I've used Kubernetes before, for a previous job. I've only for like 3 months. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's because, you know,
I held
coming
out
from
hope
a
we'd be
system
rescued,
administration background,
so
you
I
know,
avoided the bloodshed.
you don't do anything by hand. And I think that was the one thing that kind of like always threw me off. Everything was YAML files. And of course you can say, oh yeah, well it's just like, you know, with Ant it's kind of like it's not. I thought I could move from Ansible to Kubernetes.
Nope.
And that was such a big fucking jump that it wasn't even funny. everything's containers, and I'm
Your
like,
techno
oh shit.
abilities
You have to learn about container
amplify
runtimes and shit. And I'm like,
You've outgrown
it
the
hurts so
cradle.
much.
Now your transference is innate. Control these Oregon beasts and escape this prison.
Control them.
But how do you
Like a
extract things
Warframe?
from containers using like, how do you install stuff using Helm and stuff? Helm charts.
Wait, did I just take control of this thing?
Yes, normally you transfer into Warframes, but now you transferred into the Ravenous Golden Ball.
That's, you and me both, buddy.
What is that?
Apparently it's some weird organism.
Okay, now I can see that Warframe actually has a lot of depth, so I might actually try to.
Nah, don't worry, this is not in use. It's only for the first.
Wait, what? You can't just use. So, honestly speaking, this is kind of cool that they just made this one game, especially on a free-to-play game. They made this
The
one
fuck? I'm stuck.
one game. Oh, you're fucked. Wait, it has command line features too?
No, that was chat.
Oh, okay.
Can you hack a hotel? What would it take to get into their network, like a 3-star hotel? You're leaving a lot of information out there.
Know this, Tenno, that I am
And I guess that tells you your first step.
of a lost era, the last of my kind. By Oregon,
The first step of any type of compromise is information gathering.
but an even greater weakness. To obey their command, to never defy the Kuva, the scepter.
But yeah, there's a lot of ways. Like, if you've got NFC cards, you can copy the cards, things like that. But also, if you want to get into the network, it depends on how they have their network set up.
Most of them are WPA too, right?
It's not just that, but if they got a VLAN, then how do they have it VLAN and hardened on the tags? Can you VLAN hop? Do they have it physically isolated?
Isolated?
Yeah, there's a lot of different things. Can you turn your friend up? I can't really hear him. You should be able to hear him. Kind of been overpowering a lot of my audio. Well, whenever I speak, I also overpower him because it's my damn stream.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Everyone's mic is a little bit more sensitive than others. My God, I gotta walk so fucking slow. You are out here in the butt-ass freezing cold, and you have your hat off. You are not cold. There you go. Start running. Why are you walking again? You just did a little jog.
I would have stood guard as the young and exotic were
My
paraded.
next goal is to set up Proxmox and mess with containers. Yeah,
Damn right.
They barter here.
I eventually want to get a Proxmox set up. I'm trying to, like, get Gigabyte or Lenovo or somebody to send me some server equipment.
Doesn't want me dead.
No. The Queen doesn't want to kill you. She wants to become you.
I would love to get one of those 1 or 2U Gigabyte ARM-powered servers.
She remains.
Just for clarification purposes, because I've never used anything, I mean, besides my phone, that's ARM-based. If you download an x86 executable,
It won't
would
work.
that run on an ARM? It would not work. Okay, different.
You would need emulation for it to work. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I was
You-
like, oh, okay. I thought,
Windows does have some emulation capabilities for, like, if you run their Windows ARM versions and all that. Mac does as well, but, yeah.
Oh, ocean of
Yeah,
horror
Linux would be box 86.
coiled itself
Yeah.
around your
But the honest truth is you want to avoid emulation whenever possible.
I embraced it.
Cut the link!
I think I've used
Cut the
Proxmox.
link!
Yeah, I've used Proxmox
Transference
once.
overload in 5,
A
4,
long time ago.
3,
What the hell's going on here?
1.
That whole mountain sequence was a dream.
Oh,
Why can't we just say that, you know, my Tenno took a bunch of shrooms and call it a day?
Operator, is that you? Your brain activity flatlined for a moment there. Can you speak? My stars, the operator's mind is destroyed.
I'm fine. Just don't play any music. I need to think.
Music? Operator, you are not making sense. The transference surge must have affected you as well.
Music?
While I begin repairs.
Weird shit happens when you start emulating, yeah. I mean, emulating is great if you want to do retro consoles and stuff, but not if you want to do actual, like, work stuff.
Amazing! How are you doing this? It is slightly terrifying, if I'm honest. Operator, my sensors have gone dark. Where are you?
What is void mode?
Oh, there you are. Impressive. Very useful. Ordis is a little afraid right now. Operator, you've breached the hull. Please restrain yourself. Have you lost your mind?
No.
So now I can get outside of the suit, basically?
Warframe. And Teshin. What if the Queens know that he helped me escape? I have to go back.
Impossible. Just as you thought.
Would you ever buy a Tesla?
We don't know where it is. There's no way back.
don't
My
say it.
Warframe. It's
Hold up, I just gotta make sure I get the right effect here.
The transference system is fried.
This is your PSA from Chief Geek 3D. Don't ever buy a Tesla. Don't ever buy a Tesla. They do not hold their value. They're a pain in the ass to maintain. They do not even respect right to repair. There is no reason to buy a Tesla. There are competitors now. Years ago, maybe they were the only game in town. Now you can get an electric vehicle from every manufacturer.
Operator, where?
And also not have a bit of a dick run the company. That has been your PSA from Chief Geek 3D. Get anything other than a Tesla. Oh, I got tons of effects on this thing.
What did you
You
do,
had an effect
Dex?
just for
What
Tesla.
did you do?
No, that was the megaphone effect.
Child, reject the continuity.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo.
We come at you. We are.
I mean, and just in case, you know, for you...
I do kind of wonder how Twitter is going to go, like how that it's all going to go down. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't know how it's going to end.
Sister, the dreamers come for
Slowly. Death by 1,000 cuts. Is that a soundboard? What lets you do the beeping? The Rodecaster Pro 2 mixer that I have, that actually is bringing in my microphone. It's actually what lets me get my audio to my speakers, my headphones, and everything, and then I can also record sound effects and stuff. So, I do have a soundboard over here. So, you know, I have my little Elgato Steam Deck that I can do, like,
emotional, damn it!
But the problem is, that only goes through the soundboard audio, so the Twitch people can only see it. Whereas the Rodecaster,
Guardians protect the brave.
well,
The braids.
the Rodecaster works through the microphone.
Remember the mountain. Remember your new strength.
Gloria
Am I just basically supposed to go after this Guardian or something?
So the Guardian is invulnerable to your Warframe. You have to do Operator to disarm them, and then you can attack them with the Warframe.
How do I get Operator? Oh. So what do I do? Just basically hit them?
Void Sling to stun them and disarm them.
Their weapons contain
So the crouch jump.
It protects them from your Warframe, but not
And then what?
Tenno power.
Now you can attack with the Warframe.
They're vulnerable. Attack.
Or just kill them with the Tenno.
Brains, shield
Yeah,
her.
that works too.
Destroy them.
How do I get back in my Tenno? I mean, my Warframe.
You can press E for quick melee, or you could press 5 again.
Okay. What's the brand? It's a Rodecaster Pro 2. It's Rode makes it. R-O-D-E. But yeah, so I can do tons of little fun things. Like, that was the large robot. We also got the small robot over here, so we can do, you know, the robot voice.
Destroy.
We can make me sound like a monster. So, I don't even know how this one sounds to me. I'll have to check that one out later.
And if I remember, this one will also...
I think this one makes me sound like I got helium. So, I think so. We can pitch my stuff up.
The red.
And then I think this one gets my voice all digital.
Shut up, you insolent ducks!
I can also do, like, echoes and stuff. And then, of course, you know, when I was doing my, what was it, the Wolfenstein, I could do, you know, like, favorite random tech gadget. That would be my phantom keystroker.
Shield her.
Use that to like play with people's devices and stuff when they aren't looking. Just plug it in. Oh, I even got this sound.
Don't be suspicious. 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 Don't be suspicious.
Brains, shield her. Destroy them.
So what am I doing now?
You need to use Operator again and hit the little braids surrounding the center.
What braids? Oh.
Hey, Chief J.
Hey, thanks for the subscription. When I sleep, wake up to getting bread, bitch. I do this for the streets. ADHD, don't.
Peace out, people.
Oh, you going out?
Yeah, I gotta head out, bro. I got work to do.
Okay, I will see you later.
Alright, peace out, Jay. Peace out, Chief.
See ya. Okay. Oh, so I gotta switch back to the operator. So who was that that subscribed? Oh, Minority Gaming. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you for that. Hey, the thing we was talking about was guest star. Okay, yeah, so we'll have to play with that sometime. God damn it.
Long enough have I lived in these ugly grenier bodies. I need new flesh. I deserve new flesh. Yours.
So basically, just gotta go through and kill your guardians. You should do a stream where you upgrade your home network. That's the plan. Eventually, when I get the money so that I can get new hardware. Well, not maybe network upgrades, but at least so I can show y'all how to do a nice little home lab. That's eventually the plan, is I want to do a lot of live tech content and stuff. God damn it. Yeah, they really do not hold your hand at all in this game. Come on. There we go. Thoughts on Wi-Fi extenders? They suck. Avoid them at all costs. Get yourself a proper mesh network. You'll be happier. Trust me on that front. Oh, there's one last one. Yeah, you want to get yourself a better mesh network. If you're ever thinking that you need to get a Wi-Fi extender, just switch to mesh. You'll be much happier. Preferably if you can run Ethernet to each of the mesh nodes or access points. But of course, not everybody can do that. At least have them repeat off of each other in a mesh way, rather than the like copying Wi-Fi. Because there's a lot of issues with that. Opinion on Tesla. Opinion on OpenSense. It's an option out there. I haven't personally used it, but pfSense is more industry-wide known and used and accepted. So... Okay, what am I supposed to do?
I can't see the objective because your camera covers it, but I'm assuming it's fight Tesh and Dax.
From the moment I began training you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. He just started attacking me. I'm like, oh yeah, so he's attacking me. That's probably what I need to do. In cybersecurity, is government better than private companies? No. Government is being really stupid and requires some really archaic ways of you getting jobs. Like, they still won't hire me. It's starting to change because I don't have a bachelor's degree or certain things.
Without her scepter.
And you don't really need a,
And use your dash to steal it.
You'll pay for that!
So, what am I supposed to do?
When you see the shield go down, then you sling.
Almost. God damn it. There we go. Had to time it just right. I'm 17 and work for the government here in Australia. Haven't graduated. That's Australia, but Australia's also got some really fucked ways in how they're treating cybersecurity too. Because I think there was a whole issue with cryptography for a while.
A chance to kill you.
Had an internship at Palo Alto last summer. Should I go back if I can, or is it better to diversify your internships? Also, best projects for a resume. I always tell people in anime,
No, let her rot. That.
I always recommend going to MSPs or, diversify yourself as much as possible. The last thing you want to do in your career, especially early on, is silo yourself too much.
The worm has rallied the troops. Get to your ship. I'll divert them. Go.
Tenno, I've been trying to get through. Are you all right? Your transference stream seems different, stronger.
We have neutralized the queens. Teshin helped me. I'm heading to extraction now.
Okay, so where am I supposed to go for extraction? There we go.
They cut me off. I should have been there for you. I'll signal orders to pick you up right away.
What would you say is a good beginner project for cybersecurity? Make yourself a WordPress server or a firewall. Get pfSense, make a little home lab of a network. That's a great little thing to do. Learn Grafana as a dashboard. See how you can connect that to monitor into pfSense. WordPress server. You can do a Pi node XMR, a little Monero cryptocurrency node. Learn how that works. Learn about Unix operating system, not Unix, Cubes OS, and then you can use Unix on that. So you can learn about how to isolate the virtual machines and stuff like that. There's quite a few you can do. I mean, you can try making your own email server, but friends don't let friends run their own email server, so I'm going to tell you straight up, don't expect it to become a daily, you know, like, I'm going to use this forever, because even I, like, ran my own server for a decade, and I recently just moved it to Proton Mail as well as Office 365, because, well,
It's just too much for an old cephalon like
friends don't let friends run their own email server. It's too much of a pain.
You rescued your Warframe. What a relief. But
So is there any more to this quest, War Within, or is that it?
walk the ship as
I think there's still some dialogue left.
Impressive. Just think of the possibilities. You can help me clean up that infested door.
So now what?
To shield her child from the evils of the world. Margulis
Well,
didn't
the
lie
next
to you.
mainline
She
thing to
protected
do is to build the
But isn't
personal
it better I know
quarters
the truth?
segment.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you want to know? Teshin said...
Teshin thinks he knows better. Maybe he does. Maybe you needed to know to survive the Queen.
Pseudo, what'd you clip out?
Changed now.
I'll have to check that.
That's what you have to say. That I'm changed.
Oh, what did you say is a good beginner cybersecurity project?
You didn't have a choice.
Okay.
Tenno, you were only just a...
What happened to that kid that hacked Rockstar?
Don't do that. Don't.
I don't know. I didn't really keep up with that one.
What's this? An old war beacon? How exciting, operator. You will want to...
Oh, a clip of you answering the question. I'll have to keep that.
Did I interrupt?
And he went to jail. Yeah, that tracks. What happened? He went to jail. Oh yeah, that'll be definitely great for TikTok. And then once I have Christina, coming in town in next Saturday. Once she, has spent her week out here, I want to start working in earnest on some YouTube content. So we're gonna start working on some basic content. I'm probably gonna start out with a cryptocurrency education video, just operational security stuff like that, because that's the one that gets asked the most. Yeah, that's what got me thinking, so I can at least mention it to the people. And then once we get, the basics, I'm going through the things I know that are the most requested, and then we'll hopefully be able to do some more specific stuff. I'm going to try to also reach out to vendors, see if they want to help me with some of this content, because the honest truth is, I would rather, I need to make money off this stuff, to be honest, true, but I also want to be more interested in educating all of you. And networking hardware costs money, guys. Why does the government want to ban TikTok? What's wrong with its security or networking wise? Okay, here's the honest truth. Does TikTok have, privacy and security issues? No more than Facebook does. No more than Twitter does. No more than Tumblr does. No more than Twitch does. The reality of why the US government has a fucking stick up their ass for TikTok is because they can't control it. That's all it has to do with. Because when they want to get data from Twitter, knock, 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 Twitter headquarters, you're an American company, give us this fucking shit. Knock, knock, knock. Facebook, you're an American company, do this shit. Knock, knock, knock. Twitch, you're owned by Amazon. You're an American company, do this shit. TikTok. Not an American company. TikTok is doing nothing different than we have been warning about in the open source community for years. So the reality is there's nothing specific that TikTok is doing that we also can't say Facebook hasn't done. That, you know, possibly Twitter or Twitch or other things have done. And the reality is it's just a matter of the American government can't control it. That's all it comes down to. That's not a conspiracy. That's not like me being like, you know, Republicans or everybody sucks in government. That's been my opinion for a long time. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to like shoot the thing with the... This is kind of trippy. But yeah, there's really not much security or privacy concern with TikTok more than any other social media. And if anybody is really that concerned about TikTok social media, you know, privacy, security, or that, I'm just going to ask them straight up, where the fuck were you when I was saying the same shit about Facebook? When I was saying the same shit about Twitter? When I was saying it about any of these other platforms? That's all I'm going to say. The only conspiracy is just who has access and control to that data. That's really the only difference. But anyway.
Know what to do with it.
Tell me.
I guess we're close to this War Within stuff being done.
Yeah, but after War Within, there is one thing I want you to do. And that is to go to Cetus and get a thing.
A corrupting oil that brings
it's real
madness.
fast.
And
okay.
What do you believe?
I believe them both.
Thoughts on Twitter files? A big fucking nothing burger. If you're talking about the whole FBI incident where they, you know, requested money from the FBI, written into the Constitution, or I forget where specifically, but it basically, when you demand, what's this destroy, control, consume thing?
What you want to do with the little vial at the end of the staff, if you want to, like, just throw it away,
I'm gonna eat it.
Pocket, or chug it.
I'm gonna chug it. Here we go. Chug, 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 chug. Sorry, we're gonna treat it like a college chugging fest. Okay, anyway. The Twitter files. So this is what you have to understand. The government, basically, like, you know, can request the evidence for any different, you know, criminal case. Companies can demand compensation for the time and resources used to actually gather that information. So there's no conspiracy here. Twitter requested merely what was going to have to be spent in man hours to, you know, do this. And then so what? Okay. Twitter's a private company. They can moderate the platform however they choose so that people can be seen. People, you know, can be suppressed or that. You don't like it? Go somewhere else. I don't like what TikTok does all the time. I can complain about it, but I also have within my right to close my account and do something totally different and somewhere else. Nothing's stopping me, but I'm still here. And that's one of the things I think where it's going to really hurt Elon Musk is he doesn't understand social media. Like, he literally, in a Twitter space discussion, didn't understand the point of targeted advertising. Like, he's trying to explain, well, in the future, you know, if we're going to advertise to your followers. And that's not how ads work. Ads are generally done by they're targeting certain criteria, demographics, and things like that for these ads to go out.
Don't do that to me. I am sorry. I do not know what happened. Please, command me to self-destruct.
Your
Let me start
quests
it for
just
you.
bug
Commence
out and send you an
self-destruct in
hour
5,
backwards?
4, 3,
Stop.
2.
What?
What's with the
Like,
music?
I'm watching the stream and it looks
Isn't it
like
great?
the quest
I
is
can lead you
repeating
through some
itself.
breathing exercises.
Just turn it off. Get
Did
the
it glitch?
transference power back on, okay? I lost my Warframe.
I've been trying. You may need to do your, Tenno thing again. Re-energize it.
Elon Musk seems like a kid who wasn't popular in high school. That's honestly the truth. He was a nerd. And then he got really, really famous wealthy when he was younger, the whole PayPal thing. He got fired for, micromanaging too much and difference of opinion and stuff.
It's gone.
What? Gone? Are you sure?
How
will you command the Warframes if you're...
Yeah, I think it did just glitch me out.
You want to try Alt F4?
Purge.
That was weird. Because it did send me all the way back. That was weird. Just restarting the game. Be right back. Because that's going to be a pain in the ass if it's going to make me do that all over again. Freaking fat finger my password 50 million times. Strict nap detect. Oh. That would be why.
I guess check your codex, see if the quest was completed.
Yeah, hold on one second. It's reconnecting the network.
Oh. Well, I can see the Kuva Fortress, so that means the quest did complete.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna restart that again. Because what I do sometimes, because my firewall gets too restrictive, I actually use a VPN on the gaming computer, and then I have a clean signal out from the streaming computer. So I'm just gonna restart that with the VPN already connected. I don't know why oh, I remember why. Yeah, there was a stupid site that was being stupid with my VPN. I forgot to turn it back on. Okay, not a problem. There is no music playing. Let's get the music going. All right, let's see. Brave. What the hell? That is the strangest thing. Okay, now I am not getting music out of Brave. Let's see, Brave browser. Where's Brave? All right, let's close Brave then. That's fun. Everything's just having issues with me today. It's just been muted for part of her stream. I don't know, whatever. All right, cool. We got that going again. All right, let's get back to the game. There we go. Alright, yeah, now it says completed the quest with War Within. Thoughts on gun laws? Should they be more open or strict? I'm gonna give you a third answer. The honest truth is, with the advent of 3D printing and how accessible data is, irrelevant.
You have new quests in your codex.
Y'all may think I'm crazy now, but people thought I was crazy a few years ago. Fasudo knows, like, I remember I was in college and everybody thought I was crazy, like, oh, there's no way you're gonna be able to 3D print a functional firearm. I'm like, the materials have the strength and everything. Right now it's just down to the design and just testing. Give it a few years and then now it's happening. It's only gonna get better with time. I mean, they've literally been able to make ones without actual firearm parts. They've been able to reuse airsoft parts and stuff. So, okay, where am I supposed to go?
There is a marker on screen, so I guess follow that?
Operator, I've run
Where's the marker?
all systems nominal. You don't need to thank me.
It was out of the map.
What, this? Syndicates?
It's probably trying to guide you to the quills.
What quills? How would you combat 3D printed guns? I don't think you understand what I'm saying. They've been trying to combat pirated music for a while. How well has that gone? Do I still say you shouldn't pirate music? Yeah, I still say you should give the musician, you know, the money you should pay to the studio and everything like that. But it still happens. Literally what's happening now is the, in the 1990s, we had these ads. You wouldn't download a car. You wouldn't download a gun. You can download a car and 3D print a car. You can download, it's an issue of how are we gonna limit the information? And if code is free speech, how do you limit that? That is the philosophical issue people are gonna have to overcome. Like I'm saying, there's no at a certain point, you can't combat an idea. Ideas don't really die. And if code is nothing more than an idea put into, you know, text, lines of code. Yeah. And you said Cetus, or what was it I need to go to?
I see you have an inbox message. That might be guiding you to Cetus as well.
Okay, communication, inbox. Okay. To Cetus.
Operator, Ordis has been thinking. Now that you are here in the flesh, we should make the orbiter more comfortable. Ordis has identified an old storage space you could use. Stand by while I torch this junk. Dispose of my old belongings.
Oh, my 3D print is frozen.
You, right, operator? Construct this domestic habitation segment to extend life support to your new room.
Oh, look, another argon crystal and a tellurium. Okay, where is Cetus?
On Earth.
Okay. So what am I trying to get on Cetus?
You're trying to go see if you can fast travel to Quill Onco. If not, go to Conzu.
Where's Quill what?
Escape, fast travel, see if there's Quill Onco.
Nope.
Okay, then fast travel to Konzu.
I give you coordinates.
That'll get you closer to the door.
You work. No, you come back again soon.
And then what?
Behind Konzu is a little hidden door.
Here? Which hidden door?
There'll be a staircase up to the hidden door. The door matches what you saw in the War Within, the little, like, stone door. That's square.
Ah.
And you need to use your operator to go through the door.
Observe and report consequences to multiple. From memories
Okay.
that is yet to be.
Thoughts on Biden and Trump? Sorry, this is personal.
Terror to the Eidolons.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. That's what I think of Biden and Trump. They're all schmucks.
We have had and shall have a long association, Dano. I know our conversations well. Shola.
Okay. Now what? That it?
Yeah, the next step is to build the personal quarters.
Okay.
There's also the mastery test that you could do if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna try the mastery test one more time, and then probably, damn it. I fucked up.
Now
you
we
clicked
will test
begin.
your agility.
Yeah, and I also realized I still have a...
Secondary.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna fail this. Yeah, I'm gonna fail this one. About to get off tonight. Are you streaming tomorrow? Yeah, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. Yeah. Alright, I am probably gonna, actually get back to the ship and then take a little bathroom break, and then we're gonna switch over to Quake 4. I'm probably gonna play that for about an hour or so, because, don't got much of work and everything. But yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. If I finish Quake 4, then I'll start the whole Doom run through along with Warframe. Probably do the personal quarter build out, I guess. We can do that tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you know this, but your operator suit, you can change the colors of that as well.
Oh. I'll have to figure that out too then. But,
Yeah, you can go back to the chair.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my ship then. But, yeah, so I am going to take a quick bathroom break, and then when we get back, I will be switching over to Quake 4 for the rest of the evening, guys. So I will be back in a quick sec. Nature's calling. All right, Jay. Alright. And we are back now with some quick fa. Get some nice retro horror in. So we are back with our... Let's see where I was at. I was at the tram hub station. We've been strogified. So... Oh yeah, let me, The hell? Why can I not see my camera? There we are. I was wondering where you disappeared to. Alright, so we've got the TikTok stream going. Alright.
HQ, this is Scorpion Squad. We've taken heavy casualties and need an evac at the bridge. Scorpion, no evac units are in your immediate area. Secure the bridge control room and sit tight. Secure the bridge? What the hell with? There's only 2 of us left. Do the best you can, Scorpion. An evac unit is en route. HQ out.
Alright. Just had to make sure the music is low enough. Did I mostly have maxed out ammo already? Huh. I've been playing this game too long if I've been that good. God damn it. Since I'm close enough, we'll just take that health and then we'll move on. Alright, let's move on. I think we're getting close to the end of this game, too. I always hate when it's like creepily turning on like that. God damn it. Fucking Strog. Oh, fuck me. Haha. Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man, motherfucker. Great, my body armor's gone.
Thanks for the assist, Kane. We were dropped into an ambush. Yeah, you must have saw what the bastards did to the rest of our squad. Now we're just trying
Oh, you're a tech. Give me armor.
looking to get to the next tower. Come with us. We have orders to secure the bridge control center. From there, you should be able to find a tram. You got it? That's all right under this hill hard. Shit! It's a strong transport! Look out!
Fuck me sideways. Okay, good. We got health. We're good. Oh, my print's frozen again. Let's get that. Okay, cool. Freaking box. Alright, where are we going? Okay, we've got that.
Here, I scavenged this off a dead Strogg. It'll make your lightning gun damage multiple targets. Give it a try.
Ooh, lightning gun boost.
Ready? Hit it!
Okay, there's a strong health station up ahead. Gotta get that. Good. Alright. Get some health. Let's go. Armor shards. Got a little bit of armor. There you go.
Good to go, Marine.
Alright. Move out of the fucking way. Okay, we got shoddy ammo. Anything you need to reload? Yeah, I'm about to get fucked. I feel like the shotgun just gets weaker throughout the game. Alright, we got the bridge up. Let's go. That's right, buddy. Give me more armor.
That's all I can do.
Health me. Health me. Come on. I know you eat. Come on, freaking AI. Give me health. Give me health. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that, huh? Well, get the fucking away. Get out of my way. Oh, damn. We got a big boy.
We've got orders to keep this bridge secured. You can go onto the processing tower.
Alright. Let's go onto the processing tower now. Okay, that's a red door. Green door. Green means go. Oh yeah, this was gonna send me back. One thing we gotta remember about the old retro games, they do not do their save points that well. So, you gotta manually save in a lot of these games. Alright.
Lieutenant Morris, this is Cortez again.
Well, not wrong there, yeah.
But it will still be a while before I make it to the processing tower. I copy that. Just dip there as soon as you can. Morris, out.
Fuck. One, two, three. Oh, so it gonna be like that? It gonna be like that, huh? It's okay. I got your number. Ooh. Dark matter camo. I forget about the dark matter gun sometimes, because it's a very powerful gun. I think the dark matter gun was the predecessor to the BFG. Some people call it the Bioforce gun. But let's be honest. It's the big fucking gun. Oh, we're playing Quake 4. We're having a little bit of retro horror. Rifle, ammo, yay. Oh, look at all the goodies. And I'm mostly maxed out on ammo. Alright, let's continue. There's another one of you bitches. Yep, I thought so. Oh, we got plenty of hyper blaster ammo. Let's use this, because that makes short work of a lot of them. Alright, looks like they're crossing the bridge. I'm starting to get to the point later in the game where I'm not remembering as much.
Hello, Kane. You're quite lucky I did not shoot you when I first had that strong face of yours in my cross.
Because it's been so long since I played this.
I would have lost the bet with Rhodes, and that would not do. I am on my way to the processing tower. Why don't you accompany me? But before we can proceed, this tram must be rotated in the proper direction.
Alright, we gotta rotate the tram. Oh, so you're gonna escort me? Nice.
Lead the way and let us see if we
Just don't die, you little cunt. You got guns? I got grenades, bitch. Fuck. Yeah, you do not want that guy to land a punch on you. Okay. I think there's no ammo left. That's because it's up here. Armor shards, health, good. Okay, we got a little bit. Not much. Let's press on. That's alright, bitch. Okay, looks like I'm cornered. I feel like they're up there. I know. Oh. He got him. Alright. Let's press on. Man, even as old as this game is, it's still got some nice effects and stuff. Alright, let's get some ammo then. Problem with this game is you just never know when shit's gonna come at you. It's great. See what I mean? Didn't even know he was gonna come out that door. Oh, strong health. There we go.
Excellent. This looks to be the hub control room. See if you can find some way to rotate the tram from here.
Here we go.
Very good, Kate. The tram is now facing the right direction. But it appears the track is damaged. Perhaps we can use some of the strong repair bots to fix the track. There's a door leading to a construction site below the track. You may be able to acquire some repair bots there. I will remain here and guard the tram.
Alright, so we gotta get the repair bots. Why do I feel like I'm just backtracking a little bit? Because I am. Okay, that's what I thought. Redirect repair bots, find a tram in order. Okay. Oh, I could have just landed off of that and not gotten the 9 points of fall damage, but okay. Oh yeah, the little snarl of something to take on. Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. I see dead people. That shit was bouncing back on me from his armor. Forgot about that. Alright, where are we moving on to? Okay, we got a health pack at least. Alright, let's continue on. Oh, yeah. I remember this. There's gonna be the power coming back on. Yup. Yep, I remembered that. You also got to pay attention to little noises in this game. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Okay, looks like that area's clear. Let's go through the epilepsy-causing light. Ah, damn it. That was a dumbass. Now I gotta redo that. Okay, we're doing a little bit better. Okay. There's got to be more around here. Come on, that can't be all of them. Wasn't there another dude? I just made... That was too much quick work. Okay. Moving on, then. What do you need to make a home network? I mean... anything, really. You just need a router at that point. Are you talking about a home lab like I have, where I'm learning on it and everything? This is Quake 4 for everybody on TikTok. It's an old game, but a good game. Yeah, home lab. You're probably going to want a proper firewall, some network switches that, you know, you can get managed switches, which you want specifically, so that you can set up VLANs and stuff. And then you're going to probably want to get some Raspberry Pis and, you know, Rock Pro 64s and little single board computers to, you know, run all that stuff with, and yeah. And then it's really just about building out what you want it to do. So everybody's home lab is kind of different. But yeah, firewall, manage switches, and then access points if you want to, you know, add wireless too. And you can also use your router and set it in access point mode too. There's a few ways to slice that cat. What does a Raspberry Pi do? Raspberry Pi is just a little mini computer. Wait a minute. Redirect repair bots to repair the broken rail drill. Okay, where am I supposed to go? I feel like I passed something. Repair bot controls. But yeah, Raspberry Pi is just a little single board computer that allows you to replicate what a bigger computer can do or something. They're just inexpensive computers. Rather than buying 50 million, you know, expensive computers, you can use that instead. Did you ever win that fight against the city for fiber wires? No, because city's being dumb. Let me see. Direct the repair bots. Let me see if I can open a new Firefox. I lost what I was supposed to do on this. What am I supposed to do for this part? Let me check it. Tram Hub Station Part 2. This is back in the day when they didn't really give you that much direction with different games and stuff. Walkthrough. Tram Hub. Locate the tram car, raise the bridge, align the tram car, repair tram car. Oh. Yeah, I did miss a panel. Okay. Where teleport dropper is waiting, kill him and find the only active door in the push panel to run the machinery. Don't return with the same way, but get the next door, jump on the conveyor. On the right, you'll see a door with the room with some armor. Okay. Oh. I see. I'm supposed to get on that. There we go. I'm just a dumbass. Yep, that makes sense. Okay. We got Strog. Coming out the left. Kind of annoying the flashlight's only on the rifle. Nope, no secrets there. There we go. There we go. What's your dream company to work at? There's no real dream company. I'd like to work for myself and do tinkering and educational content in the long term if I can get the money to, you know, get that going. No company is deserving of any specific loyalty in my opinion. It's more about the management and the people that you're with. Alright, let's see. Now... Now we should be able to take the tram. What print material do I print with? I usually print with PETG.
I must apologize for the condition of this tram. It has been damaged and will not run at full speed.
Alright, now we get to operate the tram. See, one of the great things about Quake compared to like a lot of these new games is you get the variety of combat in this game. Whereas like a lot of others like, oh, we're just gonna do this over and over and over. Oh, you might get in a vehicle. It's like, no, we get to do all sorts of things. Although it's kind of interesting to see how the textures in this game don't really hold up anymore. Alright, let's get all these bombers out of the way. Any games you're excited for this year? Starfield's gonna be coming out, and then I think there's First Descendant should be coming out as well. That looked pretty good. I hear they're also making another Doom game, possibly. Get any reprieve for health? Nope. Come on, you bastards. Wow, they came up real fast. Alright. We're almost out. Cool. So what's up, Venom Hollow Slayer?
Cortez, this is Morris. Are you and Kane at the processing tower yet?
Yes, we have just arrived.
Okay, drop off Kane. You're needed at the networking tower right away. Kane has to take care of the security station at the top of the processing tower.
But I'd hoped to stay with Kane.
No can do, Alex. Sledge will be here soon enough to lend Kane a hand.
Very well, Cortez out. I'm sorry, Kane, but I must go.
You seen the robot girls from Atomic Heart? No, I haven't.
reaching the core. You'll have to find a way to bring it back online. Sledge is on his way. He should rendezvous with you shortly.
All right.
Morris out.
Well, let's just say people are drawing suspicious stuff about them. Rule 34. Rule 34, and when in doubt, Rule 35. All right, let's get the bridge open. Don't got a lot of nails, and I love that nail gun. Oh, these are teleporters. Right. Forgot we have teleportation in this game. This looks like a setup. Yup. Oh, I know what it was. Hold up, hold up, hold up. I forgot. They actually come in on those. So... Did I just shoot a rocket at myself? Absolutely. Am I dumbass? Also absolutely. There's one more. There's gotta be. Nope. Okay, we cleared out the room. All right, cool. We got the power back at the processing plant. I knew there'd be armor around here. Okay, cool. We've got that. I think we need to go back this way. Yup, Banshee. Okay, where'd you pop back up? There we go. Got him. All right, let's move out. Yep, because I knew they would come back and spawn back in.
It is good to see you, Kane. I do not know if you have heard, but the attack on the court has cost many lives. We must succeed so that they will not have died in vain. Let us find the security interface at the top of this tower. Lead the way.
Let's get going then.
Gentlemen, Strauss has finally arrived at the networking tower. This mission is going to get more technical, so I'm handing over communications to him.
Greetings, this is Strauss. I have finally been able to hack into the Nexus. Soon I will know all there is to know about the tower you're in. The large machines in the area you've just entered are
Nice.
pumps. They move information from the networking tower to the storage
elevator must
tower.
be all the way
This
at the
is
top
a
of this
very
tower.
vital area to the
How I
storage,
hate
so
to get
expect
that
to
up.
meet strong resistance.
Okay, we're at the checkpoint. Cool.
That was certainly entertaining.
All right, we're at the data processing security. We're getting closer to the end. This is a great game. Even if the graphics don't hold up. I think the gameplay does. Even if the graphics don't. This game was really ahead of its time. Haven't even used my dark matter gun properly yet.
Strauss, what are those devices on the ceiling?
They are information routers, but they appear to be out of alignment. Kane should be able to use the consoles to correct this problem. The data stream you see will act as a guide. Once its path is corrected, the stream will lead you to the top floors of the processing tower.
King? It appears we will be having some help very soon.
Nice. Cool, so we got some hyper blaster ammo. Big fucking boy laughing. You ain't laughing anymore, bitch. Dark matter ammo. Alright, good. Got that little banshee bastard. Alright, let's call this lift. Get on the lift so I can lower it.
HQ, this is Cougar Squad. We've got trouble. What's your situation? We're almost to the processing tower, but we've been intercepted by a squadron of flyers. Mayday, mayday, my pa's been hit. I'm going down. They're all over us. We need air support.
God damn it! May be fucked in a sec. Alright, we're just gonna Leroy Jenkins this, I guess.
There is nothing I can do for you in that section. Kane will have to find a solution.
Okay, so now we got our little laser puzzle we gotta figure out.
Very well done, King. Let's go.
Alright. We've got that. Let's move on. God damn it. Oh, thank you for that. Good little health pack, few armor shards, some ammo. Just what I need.
I'm no Strauss, but I believe that router is also damaged.
Cool. Alright, so now I think we gotta fix this router over here. I think there's a button or something I gotta press. No? Okay. Oh, okay. Ah, I see. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Hold up. Okay. Okay, so there's really only two paths of where it can go, so... Where am I trying to get it to go out? Freaking puzzles and shooting games. Why they gotta do this to us? I don't want a puzzle. I just want to shoot shit. Oh, it's gotta shoot that laser over there. That makes sense. Alright, so let's go back into there. So it's gotta shoot into that door. Alright. There we go. Alignment error's been fixed. God damn it. God damn it. Knew I was fucked. Alright, let's try this again. Gotcha, bitch. All right. Okay, cool. Got them cleared out. And that is the dark matter gun. All right, press on. I think I'm gonna finish this level and then I'm gonna call it quits for the night. All right, we got the banshees. Lower me. Okay, cool. All right, we're going up, and then we go to the next door. Get another save point in. Okay, the elevator's moving us around.
That must be all that remains of Cougar Squad.
Alright. Cool. Alright. Pretty much maxed out on ammo out here. Get your ass over here, Cortez. No, you're not Cortez, you're Sledge. Alright, looks like we're at the top of the floor. Alright, cool. I think we got that cleared out. Alright, beaming information out.
The core security interlock from the processing tower is now deactivated. Well done, Corporal Kane and Sergeant Sledjonovich. I would ask you to remain there and not allow the Strog to reset that console. Kane, you must now take a tram to the data networking tower. I'll meet you there. Strauss out.
Alright, let's return to the tram station then. Alright, that looks like it's going to be the last level for the evening. Alright. Had a nice little Quake 4 run through. We'll at least click through so I get my little save. And then I think tomorrow or the day after we should be able to finish that up pretty easily. Let me, let's figure out who we're gonna raid out to. Let's see. Twitch.tv, because it's kind of late. Not Twitcher. Twitch.tv. Okay. Twitcher. That'd actually be like an interesting, yeah. So we're gonna, you know, raid out to Shorty Pie because it is that time where I'm going to relax, but I want to remind all of you, if you haven't already, please follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, Mastodon. I have a YouTube. I'm going to have content coming out. I'm going to start doing that hopefully beginning of February. And of course, like I said, please follow me on all those platforms I mentioned. I also do have a Discord. So TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Mastodon, YouTube, and Discord. We have options for you. Gaming on Linux, if you want to learn professional IT, cryptocurrency, 3D printing. We talk about it all on the Discord. It's really nice. We have about 370 or so people in there now. So it's been great. So we're just going to raid out to Shorty Pie and have a nice evening for the Twitch folks. We're going to begin that raid over there. But for the TikTok peeps, thank you all for joining me. I'm going to be ending the stream. And as always, you can follow me on Twitch, TikTok, Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Mastodon, like I've said. Thank you all. See you all later. All right, let's see. What the? Why is it? Oh, it's doing this stupid thing. All right, so we're going to end the stream, and I'll see y'all later.